Hello and welcome to The History of. I'm Richard and
Steve.
And this is our list of the worst movies of 2024.
My list.
Well, that's the thing, is I did not see a lot of movies in 2024. That being said, so what's going to happen is Steve's going to go down his 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and we'll go back and forth, okay? So take it away, Steve.
Number 10.
Mean Girls, the musical.
How dare you! That was actually one of the movies I liked.
No. That gets a thumbs down for me. Yeah. It pales in comparison to the original film so much. I mean, the original film is a masterpiece in comedy. And this one just blows. And here's the thing, is I've seen the stage musical on Broadway, and it was amazing.
Oh.
I loved it. It was so much fun. It's funny. So many jokes in the stage version that weren't in the movie to make it fresh and exciting. But this new movie, just like it sucks. It just doesn't work for me. I didn't think it was very funny. I thought Renee Rapp was good, even though I didn't like what they did to her character, because the whole point is that she's so clueless about herself, in the original film, but she's more self-aware in the musical, and it just doesn't work.
Oh.
The head mean girl.
Uh-huh.
Why am I blanking on the character name? I blank on names all the time. I didn't like the actress who played the Lindsay Lohan character at all.
Oh.
At all. The whole movie just sucked. I maybe would have loved it if I had never seen the original film or the Broadway musical.
Oh, okay.
But it's impossible not to compare them, and yeah, no, not for me.
Number 9.
Queer. I didn't like it. It's directed by the same guy who directed my number 3 favorite movie of the year, Challengers.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, he had 2 movies this year. Despite me loving Challengers, he's back to his old ways of me not liking his movies. I just found it incredibly boring. Tons of characters that I didn't care about, and almost nothing happens in the movie other than they decide to go off to find the perfect high or something like that. And I was bored out of my mind during most of the movie. I didn't like it at all. But there's some full frontal male nudity for fans of that.
All right.
If that's worth the price of admission for you.
That include Daniel Craig?
No.
Ah, boo.
Even though he has shown his penis in a movie before in his career,
yeah,
he chose not to this time. So shame on him.
Yeah.
Number 8.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
What?
It didn't work for me.
No?
I did not like it. I think it's the worst of them all.
Wow.
I think they've gotten progressively worse as they've gone along.
Oh, okay.
And this one was just the most idiotic of them all. I didn't like it at all.
You said it was idiotic? What made it idiotic?
See, I told you that this is the problem, is when I don't like a movie, I tend to put it out of my head, and I can't remember details about why I hated it.
Oh, maybe you should put notes on it.
Yeah.
I mean, put a little bit of notes.
I just remember there's this one part at the beginning. Have you seen it?
I have.
Oh, okay. The part where his father dies or whatever,
Uh-huh.
or the chief leader or whatever. I remember that whole scene was ridiculous. I don't know. I just thought it was a really stupid movie.
Okay.
You liked it?
Yeah, that was fine.
Fine?
Yeah, it was fine. It's another one of those, I didn't think it was the worst. I didn't think it was the best. It was just there. It served its purpose.
Thank you. Next.
Number 7.
Long Legs. It's been a great year for horror movies, but that's not one of them. It's like a poor man's Silence of the Lambs. It's a terrible movie. It wishes it was Silence of the Lambs, but it's not.
Okay.
The lead actress is terrible. It was a stupid story. The one plus is Nicolas Cage. He plays yet another wackadoo character, and he is fantastic in it. But otherwise, I hated that movie.
Number 6.
A Quiet Place, Day 1.
That was a bit why you were shocked when I told you that I liked it better than part 1 and 2. I actually liked it. I saw that one, but I actually enjoyed it more than the first two movies.
All right. I didn't.
Why?
It was stupid. I thought, well, granted, I think I had expectations going into it. I thought I would learn more about how it all started and what's going on and what these creatures are and where they're from. And, this is day one. This is when it starts.
Why they did? Why they're doing what they're doing?
Why any of this is happening. But you get none of that. It's basically A Quiet Place with a lot more people.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Characters that make stupid decisions, and it's just I thought it was terrible. That gets 2 meows down.
Yum yum. It's Madame Web.
Damn. Okay.
But yeah, it's just, it was dumb, very dumb. All things that can go wrong in a really bad superhero movie, with the protagonist being really boring, for one thing. You've seen it, right?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
you haven't seen it. Oh. Yeah, she's just like the worst. It has that stupid thing where, she doesn't have her superpowers until it progresses and it shows up towards. And I really can't stand those. It's like, just give her the goddamn superpowers at the beginning.
Yeah.
But then she's making stupid decisions and just a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense that happened, and it looks terrible.
Wow.
But yeah, it was just all bad. Yeah, Sony just needs to stop because they just keep putting out shit.
Yeah.
I'll give it that it's not boring.
Mm-hmm.
So at least, you can watch it and not be bored and be entertained.
Mm-hmm.
But in the same sense, you're just looking at it like, what are they doing? Why are they doing this? It's so dumb.
Yeah. Well, I have to say the best thing about this movie is the press tour that, what's her name, Dakota Johnson
Yeah.
went on. Because she gave no shits whatsoever. She gave some of the most funny interviews I've ever seen when she did a press tour for this movie. Because you could tell she could care less. You could tell she was like, I got my check. That's all that matters.
And she's like,
I know this movie's a piece of shit.
There you go. She knows.
Number 5.
Baby Girl. Yeah, it sucked. Yeah, it's basically about this woman who gets into a relationship with a younger man who she works with, and it's so boring. I don't know. Maybe if I was straight, I might have liked it better.
Oh.
But I can enjoy, a romance between a man and a woman in a film, and have many times before. But this was not an entertaining romance at all. I admit it's one of the, I think, 2 movies on my list that I didn't see in full. There was about 30 minutes left, and I was so bored. I went on my phone and I was like, I'm going to go on Google and see how this movie ends to see if it's worth watching. And I read and I was like, no, it's not. So I left, went home and made dinner.
Wow.
Which is saying a lot because I really wanted to wait till the end credits so I could see Sky Ferreira's song, or hear her song on the end credits, because she's one of my favorite artists of all time. And her new song, Leash, which is in that movie, is amazing. It's a crime it wasn't nominated for Best Song with the Oscars. But anyway. Yeah, I didn't like the movie, but it's got a great song.
My number 5 worst film of the year is Immaculate. Have you seen that one?
No.
It's
Horror
another one
movie?
of those religious horror movies.
Okay.
And
Is it part of the Nunverse?
it's nun. It's a whole nun thing. Yeah, the Nunverse. Yeah. Nuns going through horror and experiencing horror. I don't know. It's just something about these movies, these possession movies, that just does not work for me. For the most part, I haven't seen a lot of good possession movies, and this is another one that is not good. It takes such a long time to get to the goddamn point. I don't like slow burn. I just want it to get going, especially in horror. For me, horror movie has to get going. Just don't take your time. I want the horror immediately. But this one, I was just like, oh my god, can we just get? And then one of the worst thing in the movie is when the nun is giving birth, and the camera's like on her face, and she's doing the whole yelling and screaming into the camera because she's birthing a baby. But imagine that. Imagine looking for that. I think it was like 5 minutes or something like that. It felt like 5 minutes of her just going, ah, 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 in the camera. I was like, oh my god. And so I had to mute it because it was taking so long of her just screaming at the camera. So yeah, I highly don't recommend it.
Was she, I haven't seen it. Was she giving birth to a demon or
Yes.
something? Okay.
Yes. So, yeah, spoiler alert. But
Immaculate Conception of
yeah,
this demon.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. That's
Yeah.
what the story is.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Argyle.
Oh, okay.
Did you see that?
No, I haven't seen Argyle
Okay.
because I heard it was bad.
It's stupid movie.
Hmm.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Okay, Argyle, a shitty movie.
Yeah.
My number 4 worst film of the year is Smile 2.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
I just didn't think that it was executed very well. I thought it was way too long. I hate to say this, but I was annoyed by her constantly being scared. It was like the smile monster kept attacking her or making her afraid in different ways, and she's constantly having to react to that and shock and doing this, and most of the movie is her doing that, and it was very frustrating and annoying to watch.
I admit that the movie's too long. They could have cut it down a bit. But other than that, I don't have any complaints.
I really didn't like that it basically was all a dream. Everything you saw was just in her head because of the way it ended. And I was just like, they didn't do that in the first movie, by the way. So I'm just like,
Not the whole thing, just that one section near the end.
no, the whole movie was in her head because
No?
she was on stage the whole time. Yeah. You got to see it again. She was
Okay.
on stage the whole time when the movie started with her going to the concert. Everything after that was a dream by the freak monster, or not after that. Yeah, after that, after she saw the guy kill himself, and then ready to go concert, and she can't do it. All of that was the fear monster because it was doing something to break her down or make her scared, and that was its tactic or something like that. And I was just like, I cannot believe that all of this was fake. And I'm like, but that wasn't like that in the first movie. It's like they changed the rule. Because she was being haunted by this monster and it kept chasing her in the first one to the house. Whereas this one, it was just there on stage the whole time. The ending I thought was really good.
I'll have to rewatch it because I don't remember it being all a dream. I loved the movie. Yeah, I thought it was great. Like I said, a lot of great horror movies this year. And it has some great pop music in it too. Yeah, because the lead character is a pop singer like Lady Gaga or whatever. Did you at least like the songs?
I don't remember. Yeah.
Anyway, don't listen to him. It's a great movie. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I didn't even like the first Smile, so...
Oh, well, there you go.
This, yeah. I'm just
He
not...
doesn't like smiling in fun horror movies.
So-
All he likes is sadness
I guess I just...
and ennui.
I guess it's the premise that doesn't really work for me.
Too bad, so sad.
Number 3.
Megalopolis, which is the latest film from Francis Ford Coppola.
I have heard bad things about it.
I was super excited to see this. I knew it was his passion project for like decades. He had wanted to make this movie. And, that's something that I sort of support. I love, I think that's great that an artist can have a passion project. That's something that they've just obsessed over, that they want to build.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he fought a lot to get this film made and spent a lot of his own money and had a hard time getting distribution and all this stuff. So I was just rooting for him the whole way. And then I watched the movie and I was like, oh.
What was he thinking, right?
Yeah, it's really... This is one of the two movies that I didn't see the whole thing.
Mm.
I left because I was just bored, and I was like, I don't even know what's happening here. This is ridiculous. It's a really bad movie. Maybe if I had stayed and watched the whole thing, it would have all come together at the end. I don't know, but I don't see a lot of other people raving about this movie, so
That's
yeah,
much.
it's just not a good movie, unfortunately.
My number 3 disappointing film is It's What's Inside.
Oh, okay.
And what really frustrated me about this is that it was promoted as a horror movie,
It's not.
but it's not a horror movie. It's a drama, and it's a twist on the body swap movie, which I thought was an intriguing premise. But it was just a lot of people, a lot of these characters just yelling at each other the whole time, just bickering and just complaining and just blah 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 at each other, and the personal drama and all that shit. It was so uninteresting and so frustrating, and none of the characters were likable. So it just didn't care. You saw it, right?
I liked it, yeah. I didn't have an issue of it not being a horror movie.
Well, see, that's the thing is, like, okay, it's not a horror movie, fine. Okay, but the thing is, it was still just ugly people, horrible people just yelling at each other. So it's like, whatever.
I liked it. Yeah, I mean, all the characters are not that great. I mean, not the nicest people, but I mean, so they're also the type of people who'd want to do what they were doing, doing the body swap, I think, and I don't know. I'm not going to defend the movie. It's not like I loved it, but I was entertained. Yeah.
All right.
Number 2.
I saw The TV Glow. That movie sucks. It's presented like it's very like arty farty. The look of it is, very arty, and a lot of people were raving about it like it was this great thing, but the story sucks. I was bored out of my mind. Most of the acting was terrible, except for the lead guy. He was all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just a stupid movie. I hated it. I don't really understand why people are raving about it. There's only one movie I hated more than that. We'll get to that.
I can't wait. My number 2 worst film of 2024 is Cinderella's Revenge.
What was that? You were just saying about you only have so much time in your life to spend watching movies. Why would you watch a movie called Cinderella's Revenge?
I hate to say this, it's because we watched the trailer and the trailer made it look good. And I was just like, oh my god, this looks, it looked like it was going to be a really good slasher movie.
Okay.
Because, like I said, the trailer made it look so action-packed and so good. But unfortunately, it is so amateur. It's that bad.
Yeah.
The sisters and the mother, the evil mother, or whatever you want to call her, they were more interesting, and you want to watch them than Cinderella. Cinderella was so bland and dull. You'd think that, they would have the kills be very interesting, because, they treated Cinderella so bad, and that when she gets her revenge, you think it would be these amazing revenge tactics, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's just simple stabbings. And yeah, it was so bad, so boring, so dumb. It was a huge mistake. And yeah, it's like I only have so much time in my day, and I'm watching this like going, what the fuck? Come on.
Did you watch the whole thing?
I did. I watched the whole thing. I will say though, it has a kick-ass opening sequence. It's kind of like a music video with this really cool song called
No, I said you tried to kiss her, so I'll just buy a new glass slipper and burn your castle down. And kids, that's how Cinderella snapped.
Just watch it for that. It's a lot of fun. And even when I was watching that, I said, oh my god, this is so cool. This is going to be a good movie. No, that was it. That was like the best part of Cinderella's Revenge.
Number 1.
Drum roll.
Salem's Lot. What,
Wow.
what a piece of shit.
I actually saw that.
Yeah. It's not your number one?
No, there's there is a worst. You know, I could have put Salem's Lot. I don't know why I didn't put Salem's Lot on my
Why
list.
didn't you? It's
I
horrible.
don't know why.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a bad movie.
Oh my god. I mean, the first film was made for TV, and it's not really a masterpiece, but it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a terrible movie, but this is truly bad. Bad. And so truncated, it's remarkable.
Yeah.
It's like they're going along fairly steadily, and then suddenly, oh, we better finish this movie in the next 30 minutes. So let's just speed through it,
Yeah.
you know? Which, yeah, is maybe fine for someone who doesn't know the story, who's never seen the original film or read the Stephen King book. Yeah, it just didn't work for me. I thought it was stupid.
The whole using the drive-in theater and the cars as their places where they sleep.
Yeah.
The trunks are like, what?
Yeah.
Like, that was a really stupid idea.
Yeah. Bad.
And then they're like, oh my god, the sun's going down. Look, we can see the sun going down, literally going down like this. It's like, that's not how the sun works. And then what are we going to do? You see the shadows moving like this and the sun. I'm like, it doesn't go that fast. Yeah, it's so bad. And you have to wonder, like, in these movies, like, what the fuck are they doing all day? You know, that
Yeah.
it's like, you know that this thing is happening. Why are you taking so goddamn long to get this done?
Yeah. Yeah, it's terrible.
I
Terrible
agree.
movie.
Yeah, Salem's Lot is really bad.
Yeah.
So if I had put this on my list, I should have put this on my list. I would say it would probably be number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's pretty bad.
It's bad. Bad.
It's on my list. I just missed it. Okay. Because, you know, even though I didn't like Smile 2, it's not as bad as Salem's Lot.
No, it's certainly not.
Yeah. My number 1 worst film of 2024 is Night Swim. This is one of those movies that was so bad that I could not even finish it. It was so boring. It's basically a story about a haunted swimming pool. Could have been a really good premise if it was done well, but the movie was too focused on boring family dynamics, and they didn't really know how to work a haunted swimming pool for the scares. Don't see it. It sucks.
As usual, every year they make some really, really bad fucking movies.
They sure do.
Why do they do that? I don't know. Why would they do that? Human nature, I guess.
All right, well, that was our list of the worst films of 2024. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and click subscribe. I'm Richard.
I'm Steve.
Thank you for watching. Bye.